Hi all! Let's jump into a quick demo of one of the key features of AG2 0.4 release, swarms. For our swarm demo, we have a refunding process, which has 4 swarm agents, a few tools for them to use, and some shared context that they'll update. Let's use this notebook to demonstrate swarm in AG2. First, you'll need to install AG2 via pip install, which I've done already. Then we do our swarm imports and set up our LLM configuration. Here's a dictionary with some keys and values that will be the shared context for the swarm agents to view and update. Here we've created the functions that the swarm agents will use to carry out tasks, including updating the context variables. These functions will return a swarm result, allowing you to return a description, updated context variables, and the next swarm agent. Here are our 4 swarm agents. We'll start with the customer service agent, and the swarm will organically work through the process with the other agents. We create swarm agents just like conversable agents. We just specify the type as swarm agent, and the only additional thing we add at this stage is the registration of the functions we just looked at. Now on to handoffs. These allow us to set the conditions for which an agent should pass along to another agent, and what to do after an agent has finished their task. We register handoffs at the agent level and pass in a set of handoffs, which can be on conditions and an after work. You can have as many on conditions as you need. Just set a target agent and a description that the LLM will use to determine if they should transfer to that swarm agent. We can see here that the customer service agent should hand off to the refund specialist when the customer has been verified. Optionally, you can pass in an after work, and this will trigger if the agent hasn't called any tools or functions. Options here are to terminate the swarm, revert back to the user, stay with the current agent, or run a function. So the customer service agent here will revert back to the user if needed, and the payment processor agent will hand off to the satisfaction surveyor when they are finished. There's also a swarm level after work that will be used if an agent doesn't have one. We've now set everything up for the swarm, and this is what it looks like. Here we've created a user proxy agent. This is optional. You don't need to include a human in the loop for a swarm, but we provided that capability. This user will be called upon when the afterwork option of revert to user is triggered. Now that we've set everything up, we could run it. And that's done through the initiate swarm chat function. We set the starting agent, the swarm agents, an optional human user, the starting message, optionally the context variables, and the swarm level afterwork I touched on before. Let's run and see it in action. Okay, the customer service agent is asking for my passport number. Here's my Australian passport number, and off they go. Great, the swarm worked together to organize a refund, and is finished. Here's what it looks like as a series of steps. And finally, let's check the context variables to make sure they've been updated. Perfect, they have. Thanks to the community and the contributors that helped to make the 0.4 release happen.